Hi, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Steve. It's nice to meet you all. Thank you all for coming. Hello. So I'm here today to talk a little bit about my good friend Franny and how awesome, handsome, intelligent, and sorry, Fran, I can't read your handwriting. What else did you want me to say about you? I'm just kidding. Franny and I met in Mrs. Kennedy's kindergarten class in 2002. He's been like a brother to me ever since. Fran is and has always been a really special person in my life. He's been like a brother to me. One of the things I love most about him is his loyalty. No matter what, he's always been there for me. He's one of those rare people that will just always have your back, no matter what. And I hope that you know that I'll always have yours. I know that if I ever need anything at all, I'll never be alone because I have Franny. Unless there's a spider or an insect involved. In that case, Fran will be 100 yards away before I can get anything out of my mouth. And the reason I know that is because in 5th grade, I thought it would be funny to throw a toy scorpion on Fran's desk. I never seen someone jump out of a seat that high. I should probably apologize for that. Sorry, Fran. Look at us now, though. This is crazy, huh? My friendship with Fran is one that I cherish deeply. One of the reasons is that throughout our lives, there were times where we were kind of off doing separate things. You know, in the fall when we got to high school, Fran played volleyball. In the winter, he wrestled. I didn't do any of those things. But no matter what, as soon as we got the chance to come together again, it was like nothing ever changed. And I think that's something that's very lucky and rare to have in a friendship. And I really appreciate that. And, you know, every winter when wrestling season will come to an end, as we all know, Franny's a very, very good wrestler. And he would work really hard in the winter. But towards the end of the season, I would wait for a text on my phone. And it would be a question consisting of like 2 words. Taco Bell. With a question mark at the end. You know, now he's allowed to eat again. So I'd pick him up. We'd go to Taco Bell. We'd order everything off the menu. I'm not kidding. Me and Fran we spent so much money on Taco Bell, they should be offering us stock options at this point. Now that I think about it, this is one of my favorite stories about Fran. You know, again, surrounding fast food, but great story. Fran, my sophomore year of college, our sophomore year, he came to visit me at LIU. First time me and Fran ever went to a bar together. Now, I'm not going to talk much about that night, mostly because I don't remember much about that night, but that's how you know it was a good night, right? But I do remember the end. The bar was closed, and I grabbed Fran, and I looked at him, and I said, oh, we're gonna go home soon. And we kind of had one of those best friend telepathy moments, you know, where I knew he was starving, and I was starving. You know how it is after a long night. So I told him, hey, there's a Popeyes across the street. We'll go there before we go home, before we call it a night. Well, we go across the street, and Popeyes is closed. My heart just sank into my stomach. I turn, I look at Fran, and he just has a tear coming down his face. And I'm like, this is my boy. I got to get him some food. So now we were in Hempstead at the time. For those of you that don't know anything about Hempstead, there's a major road called Hempstead Turnpike. Stretches about 20 miles. And I knew somewhere down there was a McDonald's, and it was 24 hours. So I look at Fran, and I just said, follow me. And I start running. And without hesitation, there's Franny behind me, booking it, you know? But we get to the McDonald's, we order our food, we sit down. Fran looks at me, he goes, I wonder how far we just ran. I go on Google. Me and Fran ran 3 miles in the dead cold of March to a McDonald's. Let me rephrase that. Me and Franny ran a whole 5K for a damn Big Mac. Seriously. I'm not even, a Grand Mac. All right, switching gears to end this speech up. Fran, as cliche as it may sound, I don't consider you a friend of me. You're part of my family. I mean, from trick-or-treating on Halloween to endless hours on a field, I mean, you've brought nothing but positivity into my life and to the life of everyone here. And I love you to death, man. Casey, you are just perfect for Franny. You really are. And you make him so happy. It makes me so happy. I want to thank you for putting up with my phone calls to him that typically last for hours, and for being a terrible influence on him and making him play video games all night. And I know that we say we're going to be quiet, but I know we're always so loud, so I apologize, but I love you for that. To end this speech, I want to wish two things for you guys. Number one, I wish that you two have a long, happy, and healthy marriage filled with nothing but love and success. And number two, the most important one, no matter what, Casey, I wish that you beat him in every game of Monopoly you two ever play together. I love it. To the bride and groom, cheers, everyone.